Welcome back, everybody. We are here for week 5 of the UPA, the Atlanta Talonflames versus the Los Angeles Aegislash. I'm Coach Joe of the Atlanta Talonflames. We are battling our friend LieutenantGold and the Los Angeles Aegislash. We are going to see what he brings. You guys have seen what the team is on the team builder. He does bring Galarian Zapdos, which we expected. Entei comes out. Okay. Rotom Regular comes out. Metagross comes out. Weavile comes out. And in a surprise turn of events, he does bring Garbodor G-Max. Okay. I think I want to lead Electivire. Let's think here real quick. Let's think. Yeah, I like it. We'll leave it with Electivire. So we will see what happens here. And week 5 of the UPA is starting now. Like that card, but Dorian. Alright, let's see. Reinhardt. Let me think real quick. Mix attacker. Yeah, 58%, give or take. I think I'll just go for the Q, see what happens. And we'll see what goes on here. If he tries to switch. Nope. That is a bulky Metagross. Dang, I should have went for taunt. I should have went for that first turn taunt. All right. All right, withdraws the the Metagross actually. Galarian Zapdos. I'm assuming this thing, if it's the way that he did it, we'll see this. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. I'm also not faster than it. Let's see if I can bait it. Oh, I went for U-turn, actually. Okay. Get the Berserk, which is fine. Unless he goes into Weavile here, which I would think he would. Go into Weavile, get the... Just get the free KO with Ice Shard, I would think. Frozone, yep, that's a Weavile. Just go for Ancient Power. He's going to get a KO here, most likely. Triple Axle. I think I'll just go into Lapras here. Now the question is, does he have knockoff? Which I would think he would. So I'm going to go into Steel Spike. And we'll see what happens here with this. He withdraws into Garbodorian. Get a little defense boost. Does a decent amount of damage. Oh, it was a crit. That explains why. And it's Black Sludge, okay. I would assume he'd go and, yep, he's going to max here. I'm actually impressed that Garbodor is actually faster than a Lapras. I did not know that. But we get the... we at least get the resonance up. And it's got the Black Sludge, which is fine. So that means he probably has, like, I don't know, maybe something to protect, like a max guard. Makes sense. Let's just go with Sparkling Mario. I mean, it won't do a lot of damage, but it'll do something. I mean, it's fine. The Lapras is probably going to go down to the poison. If it doesn't go down to the poison, it's going to go down to that Zapdos. You'd never think that a Garbodor would be faster than a Plesiosaur. Alright, Sludge Bomb. And in the battle of Dynamaxes, Lapras will get a KO. And if I was him, I would most likely bring the Galarian Zapdos in to just... or even Entei for extreme speed. Voltergeist, that's the Rotom. Alright, so he's going to send Rotom out for the KO. Shadow Ball. And Aurora Veil wears off. I'm pretty sure we'll just go... Well, it's not going to be Specs, we know that. Let's go into a lane here. I'm also just now noticing that Mimikyu is actually faster than a regular Rotom. I did not know that. And it picks up the kill. Perfect. Which makes you think maybe Metagross is coming in here. Caliente. And it's pressure. Alright, it's definitely faster. Yeah, this won't do much. But it's worth something. Getting the Lumberry was definitely a smart move on Mimikyu. No crit. We'll just go for a Shadow Sneak here and... I've honestly never seen Sacred Fire's animation until just there. It's very nice. I'm going to go into Tyrantrum here. Assume that he switches into Metagross. And just go for a super effective Head Smash, which will be not very effective, but I won't do any damage to myself. The Metagross. I wonder how much this is going to do, actually, to it. I have no idea. Let's see, maybe I could... No, not even close. I would need a crit on the next... choice, animate. We'll just go for Thunderbolt here. He withdraws, okay. I think I just click recover here. And we just click try attack, I guess. Because Sacred Fire is gonna... Although in all fairness, we could have stalled out the Sacred Fire. Now I think about it, we could have done that. Because now Zapdos is probably going to come in. Yep. I also forgot. Porygon 2 got a KO. Entei fainted. Zapdos is probably gonna finish everything here. I would assume. Yeah, it's most likely gonna. The only way it doesn't is if I somehow get a crit here with Head Smash. Because Head Smash will... with a... Head Smash with a crit will knock it out. So let's see. It's either I win or I lose right here. And we lose. The bird is strong. It's unfortunate. But these things happen. And Dorian does get revenge on me from IBL. So the Aegislash and the Talonflame are now 1-1 in overall matches. Unfortunately, we fall to 1-4. It is what it is. Looking back at it, I should have stalled out that Entei. Now I think about it. And then also taunting the Metagross definitely would have helped out too. It happens. We're going to unregister here, and then we're going to try to get him on a call real quick. The battle's been submitted. So, thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, yeah, close out. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys potentially in the post game, and if not, I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Alright, folks, we are back here for the post-game press conference, as we always do here on the channel. I know I'm not the first person, and I probably should have said this a long time ago, that I'm certainly not the first person to do it, and I sure as heck won't be the last to be doing it, but it's always fun to talk with the opponent, whether it's a win or it's a loss, figure out what their game plan was, because chances are you might see him again in the playoffs, and then you go in with that strategy, and you get completely mollywopped afterwards. So, bringing in my friend Dorian, he goes by LieutenantGold. He's the coach of the Los Angeles Aegislash, and he got revenge on me. It's pretty funny, dude, that now a lot of people who are beating me are getting revenge on me. Like, literally, Incog got revenge on me for beating him in IBL. A couple guys in the other server that I'm part of, they're able to beat me and getting revenge in that. And my VGC league, I lost to a guy who I had won in a showdown. It was like a 4-week tournament, like a play-in, and then you get the main tournament. And I beat him in the round robin because we can all agree that Freeze is massively broken, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I got a 13-turn Freeze on his Clefairy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that thing was about as frozen as as Regice.
Call him Steve Rogers. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, basically, it was cryogenically frozen solid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Now, going into it, I can tell you this. I got 5 of the 6 right. I did not expect the Garbodor by any stretch of the imagination, because I really just didn't know what to do. Haze, Toxic, Sludge Bomb. Okay, so you did have... Because I knew you'd have to have something for a max guard, because you knew that and the real shocker, I did not know that a pile of trash is faster than the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh yeah. 100%. At first I was like, oh, why did I outspeed? And I was like, wait, I'm naturally faster and I have speed investment. I should outspeed. But yeah, big pile of trash, being faster than Loch Ness Monster definitely does not make sense.
Yeah, it was like the weirdest thing in the world. And I was just like, because I was looking up in the calcs and whatnot, and I was like, huh, this thing is faster than a lap. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if it would have, and you also had Thunderbolt on it, which, did you ever once think about clicking that?
I thought about it, but so I looked at some of your videos before just like as a refresher before, and I know that you like to run Winkleton's policy, and I was like, he has Veil Out. I'm gonna pick Thunderbolt and do like 10%, and then he's gonna get a free boost and knock me out. So I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna click Stab Move. It's gonna do probably just as much damage, and then we'll see. But it was actually, so the Thunderbolt was mainly there for Celesteela. If you were Fizz Def Celesteela, it would 2-hit KO, assuming even if you had leftovers, just because of the electric terrain that it would set up.
That's actually pretty intriguing. I mean, I'll tell you, Celesteela was like a late scratch, because literally I could not for the life of me think about. Like I looked at your team. And I also looked at some of your battles for a refresher. I looked at your battle against SV, because I had just beaten him last week for my first win. I was like, oh, okay, he does choice band on the Galarian Zapdos. And I'm like, okay, I gotta be wary about that, but I did not anticipate Metronome of all things.
Yeah, I didn't know what to put. At first I was gonna put like expert belt, but then I realized that a lot of your team will take neutral to fighting or neutral to its both its stats. So I was like, if I keep clicking Metronome with Thunder's Kick, A, I'm dropping your defense, and B, I'm boosting my move. So it clears up some like potential 2-hit KOs to clear 2-hit KOs, like Fist of Soul becomes a clear 2-hit KO. Things like Fist FP2 becomes a clear 2-hit KO because I think it's super bulky. Even with Hail, I think non-GMAX Lapras becomes really easily not that much of a threat anymore. Stuff like that. So once I get the ball rolling, it would have been really good.
Huh. Yeah, because like I really didn't know anything about what it does before. I mean, I know what the Metronome does, where max 2 time after 5 turns. So it would just be like adaptability on a move in a sense.
Basically, yeah, basically.
And we have to preface this. Meet. Yeah, we had to preface it because that's a perfect nick. Perfect
of course.
And then Volter, guys, that's always a fun one. Magnet's interesting. I mean, I was like, what is he going to send out here? Because I knew like Lapras was in the red. I was like, what is he going to send out to get the KO here? Because I cannot, I can't switch it out because if I switch it in, it's going to die to the Stealth Rocks.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he sends in the Rotom, just take it out there, and then I get Mimikyu out there, which also was surprising. You would think that a pile of plasma would be faster than a Ragdoll.
Mimikyu's fast, yeah. Mimikyu's fast. Also, I'm hasty nature on my Rotom. That's not supposed to be. I don't know why it's supposed to be timid. Just saw that right now. Oops. I didn't even catch it on my team builder.
Well, let's see real quick if we change that.
Don't think it mattered a whole lot.
Probably not, because it's base 77 and Mimikyu was. I mean, and a Lumberry was definitely a good bring for the Sacred Fire, because I knew that.
Yeah.
But
that was great.
And Charcoal's there, Sacred Fire. I mean, Extreme Speed's just there because why not? If you need just a quick put it out of my misery, let's do it. I can tell you this though, with Metagross, I had a feeling it had Stealth Rocks. And do you see what my Electivire has?
I'm assuming? Yeah.
I was like, oh, does it have Earthquake? Should I hit my own Earthquake? And I hit my own Earthquake and you hit something. I was like, dang! I kind of messed myself up there.
Yeah. Yeah, Taunt would actually been a really good play because Eevee is not one of those Pokemon where I realize it has Taunt. Like some Pokemon that you think would have it does not, and some Pokemon you don't think would have it does. So I wouldn't have seen that coming. Not gonna lie. That would have been a nice bring for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely something. Like I was like, do I go for the attack? Because I mean, Metagross would have knocked it out regardless if it had a play. But I was like, does he want to take it out? Because I mean. Electivire did decent damage to most of your team and whatnot, because I mean I gave the Thunder Punch for naturally the Zapdos and Earthquake for the Garbodor and for the Entei and whatnot, even though it would only outspeed the Garbodor because Entei is base 100 and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I really think like of all the nicknames, I mean Garbodorian, I'm assuming that's just is that I want to say it's like a homage to your name, Dorian, but I also kind of feel like it's a take on the Mandalorian.
Oh no! I'm roasting myself.
Okay, alright.
It's a meme between me and like JB and other people that I like Che and all that. It's just something that we just mess around with. And one time I don't think it was myself too. I just like, oh, Garbadorian. I think we were doing a truck door, and I was like Truckdorian, and then I was like Garbadorian. Yeah, same thing. So I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, I mean, because my thing is like you see like some of my nicknames. Like I'm not really one with the the nickname kind of thing. Like I mean, it's like it's all over the place with me. But I mean, Caliente, homage to your being in California, and it's hot in California.
Yes.
Like,
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of that nickname. I think that's like where I peaked nickname-wise.
I agree with that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know what it's like to have heat. I'm out of Florida, so
oh,
I mean,
definitely, yeah.
You're the dry heat. I'm the humid heat.
Oh yeah.
And then I just gotta do it. Honey, where is my super suit? Where is my super suit? Beautiful nickname on the rebound. Why not? Because let's face it, Incredibles, great movie. The
Awesome.
second one, it didn't really catch on to me as much as but then again, it was what 18 years after the original.
18 years after, yeah.
Yeah, it was so long. Like it's the same with Finding Dory. I mean, that one was all right, but it's like you guys waited just too long to pull that.
Yeah.
Just waited and pulled the trigger too late. Like, I mean, even with the Spider-Man reboots and the Fantastic Four reboot, even though we all agree that the Fantastic Four reboot wasn't the greatest.
That was rough. Yeah, that was rough. The first half was great. The second half was just
shoot. It was like one of those slide doors though.
I remember watching the movie with my girlfriend, and I was like, "Man, this movie's not too bad." And then, like, that was like maybe the first, and then after that, that's just kind of when it went downhill. Man, they just did that movie dirty, man.
Oh, they easily did that. It's definitely unfortunate for sure. I mean, it happens here and there. I mean, like even with the Spider-Man. I mean, because let's face it, most of us that are in this league, we're all like in our mid to late 20s and stuff like that. We grew up on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and then we had the Andrew Garfield ones, and now we got the Tom Holland ones, and there's all these rumors swirling around that we might get all of them back in this movie.
Never know.
Never know, but it would definitely bring back like the childhood and stuff like that. Because Into the Spider-Verse did a perfect rendition that we kind of avoid Spider-Man 3, even though it's one of the greatest of all time.
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, like how Into the Spider-Verse they alluded to, like we don't really discuss it all that much.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like how you said with Garbadorian, you were roasting, so they kind of roasted themselves there on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But I know for Fantastic Four, they're planning on making a reboot for it.
Yeah, an MCU one, which hopefully, because the ones from our childhood, those ones were good with like Jessica Alba and the like. But the one that was a few years ago, it was all kinds of bad. And what's even sad is that one of the actors lives like, or at least grew up in like an area about an hour south of where I am.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the guy who played Mr. Fantastic. He's from, I think he's from like Largo or something like that. I think is what it said, because they did like a whole thing on his on like the local news or whatever about him and whatnot. Because why not? The local product gets big and whatnot. And also, I'm just gonna throw it out here. LA is 2-0 against Atlanta today.
All right.
Yeah, because the Falcons found a way to outcharger the Chargers, or in this case, the Chargers managed to out-Falcon the Falcon.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not one of those guys that goes off on the quarterback play, but it was tough to see Matt throw those 3 interceptions. Although I only saw 2 of them live on the stream. I had to see the replay of the first one, and that one was it was double coverage. What can you really expect? I mean, it happens here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, hey, look at the bright side. I mean, there's always next year.
Always next year. For you, there's always next time. Well, maybe you'll catch up to me on the on the playoff run.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, 1-4, and the scheduling gods did me no favors.
Oh, really? Is your schedule that rough?
Take a wild guess as to my next 2 opponents.
Let's see.
No. But before you guess, throw it
Before I
out.
look, next 2 opponent.
Yeah.
Do you have Galadite coming up?
See Calgary.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Flame
Yep.
Lords.
I got him and Shay in back-to-back weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm really like Charlie Sheen. # winning.
Yeah, Shay. I got stomped by Shay last week. That was really bad.
Yeah,
he's good, man. He's a good player.
Oh, he's really good. Actually, when I joined IBL, because like how you knew I filled in for Eco in that seat, Shay was the first one I ever faced over there.
Oh.
So I know he's good. I feel like I've seen. Well, I don't know if he's the same. If Galadite's the same guy as that ridiculous Showdown lead. I mean, I can try and pull that up real quick.
He might be because I believe this is his first time playing Wi-Fi. I think him is his first time. I believe Calpat is his first time as well.
Yeah, as you can tell, I'm clearly not a veteran. Not a veteran.
That's okay. You gotta dip in your feet at some point. I don't feel like I'm a veteran that much either.
Oh no, what I mean is like this is like the 11th week that I've been a part of.
Oh, so you definitely are a veteran.
Yeah. I'm having a little joke there, but yeah, I'm definitely like in a sense a veteran in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
No,
you got some tough schedule.
And no, he was not in that.
That wasn't him.
No, it wasn't him. It was just somebody had Mega Gallade and was like really tough with it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like right now it's. I mean, granted, I still got a while. I mean, who knows? Maybe I get lucky and I beat Shay and I beat Gallade, and I mean,
Hex is a win con. Yeah, you can hex.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to it. I mean, like my thing is like at the end of the day, the wins and the losses. It's it's nice to have those or whatever. I mean, truthfully, with all you guys, this is the first league that I've been in from the beginning in a sense. So,
from the top, right?
Yeah,
it's nice not to be a replacement. Totally.
Yeah, even though it's okay to be a replacement or whatnot. Because I mean, a lot of people, they'll get their start like that, especially in the Wi-Fi scene. They'll start out as a replacement, and if they're in there, they'll eventually, maybe if they get back in for the next season, they'll be, full on and whatnot. So, at the end of the day, for me, the wins and the losses don't really matter. It's just a matter of, if my opponent had a good match, if I gave him a good battle, then I'm content.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% there with you. Coming from same, like I'm just here to have fun. Obviously, winning is definitely funner, but it's primarily just to be able to enjoy the game. There's a lot of times where, like last week with Shay when I got stomped, I felt like it was still a really fun game. Obviously, it would have been funner if I had won, but I had a great time playing Pokemon with my friends, and I feel like that's what matters a lot more than just, I guess, quote unquote tryharding and not having fun and winning and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's me. Like if my friends are having fun with the battle, if I give them a good matchup, I frankly don't care about who wins, who loses, all that. Just as long as if what I'm giving you is sufficient enough to your skill level, then I consider it a win in my book.
Yeah, I remember last game we played on IBL, where I think you won, right? But there was a lot of hacks involved, and that wasn't the funnest.
A lot of hacks, and it took us like 35 tries to get the land server where we just like, fuck it, let's go to Showdown.
Yeah, just land has been such a pain in the ass. Sometimes it's so annoying.
Never.
And, yeah.
Up until recently, I never even used land servers, so I had no idea what to expect with them.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I've obviously, in order to play this format, I started playing LAN. So, yeah, it's a bit of a pain just getting connected, and I feel like it's a lot of prep for things that could be just for us connecting and just selecting rules. It's just a lot because we have to send the rules, making sure both of us get connected, and then we have to both get connected for the battle. It's just tedious in my opinion, where things could just be a lot more easier. But it is what it is, you know. I know for my first week I did a 20-minute. We just did regular 20-minute timer with SV.
You did a 20-minute timer last week?
Yeah, we played half the game and then we DC'd, so we just recreated on 20-minute timer. And I think the fact that we recreated made it so that we had enough time. I don't know if we had, if only 20 minutes would have been enough. I'm assuming not, but yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of understood that. I mean, especially against Jack, like, I mean, if the guys at the top would have, said, I take a 3-0 loss, I would have been fine with that, because but at the same time, it really is like, you're really gonna penalize. I'm not complaining to them, by the way. I'm not complaining to them at all. I want it on the record that I'm not complaining to them. It's just, you battle, and then a timer tells you who won. Especially when he had mons left and I had mons left. It's like, the battle. I mean, even if, he had Choice Scarf Urshifu, so he probably would have, beaten me anyway. He probably would beat me anyway. But it's like, let the game finish.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just with the time. It's because it has to be fair to everyone, right? With the time given, you have to be able to make your moves and stuff like that. So it's something. It also keeps the competition going, where it's something you have to keep in mind of. It's something to not pressure you, but to make sure that it's an extra layer of just difficulty.
Exactly. Not to mention that. I think of everyone, I think only him and SV are the only non-Americans, I want to say.
Non-Americans. I believe so. I think Jack is European, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's out of the UK, and then SV is, if I remember correctly, he's out of the Netherlands, is what it said.
SV Central European time. It actually tells you on the website.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool. Good to know.
Yeah, so... Oh, wait. Calpat is also the other one.
Calpat is Australia,
Yeah, so 3 people, I'm assuming, that means that. Well, if Galadite's out of... if he's out of Calgary, then, he's technically on Central Time, or Pacific Time. Or would it be Mountain Time? I gotta remember where Alberta is in Canada. I think it's in between Quebec and British Columbia, if I'm not mistaken.
Mountain Time doesn't exist. That's made up.
Really?
I'm just kidding, by the way. No, it exists. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in between those 2 provinces, if I'm not mistaken, is Alberta. Yeah. But yeah, that's for another time. Now, get ready for his team, because his team is scary good.
Bring some heat, man. Bring some heat. Get him off surprise. Get him off.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I said, at the end of the day, if I win, great. If I lose, great. At the end, but just as long as he gets a good matchup. What's surprising is that. Really, that really is surprising. You would think that stuff like Crocodile or GX Charizard would be leading mons and kills, but no, it's Frostlass and Throw of all things.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Hell, I didn't even know Throw got didn't even know it got Mold Breaker until just now.
Yeah. I think he swept someone with throw. If I remember correctly.
He's what with throw?
He swept somebody with it. I believe.
That would make kind of
Because it gets bulk up, right?
most.
Unless I'm talking out of my butt. Through. Yeah, it gets bulk up.
Does
It's like a bulk.
Yeah, and then like Frostlass is either Frostlass or Ferrothorn will be like the expected lead of anything. I mean, which makes sense. I mean, again, like I gotta just get ready for it, be ready for whatever happens with that.
Yeah. One thing I will say about your team is that you definitely need a ground type because your team has a really hard time switching into electric types. Evar is the only switching really.
Yeah, that's kind of what Sylvala is mainly there for in a sense. I mean, a lot of them get like ground coverage and whatnot. Like Celesteela gets Earthquake, and I think it gets Stomping Tantrum. Venusaur
But it doesn't
gets,
want to switch into like an electric type or staying on an electric type. You know what I mean?
unless I have AV on it, in which case it could, just go like massive defense and whatnot, and try something. Because the thing with Celesteela is I found out that you give it Autonomize and just make a special attacking mix.
Yeah. I mean, that's one that was prepping for me. It was like, oh, electric types are extremely free for this because Electivire is the only thing that switches into it and does not want to take a Shadow Ball from Rotom. That's the one thing I took from from looking at your team.
Yeah, I can believe that. And again, I mean, like maybe the first turn Tom would have helped out a little bit, but
yeah,
it was really just a matter of better yet, I'll do the Indiana Jones thing as we end out here. I had two cups. One cup is to prevent any status. The other cup either guaranteed a knockout for me or let you set up. And it shows. Poor. Yeah, we'll end on a good note with that. But
yeah, for sure.
But Dorian, I want to thank you for your time and whatnot.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and naturally you got revenge this time. Let's try to be in that final 8 so we have that the rubber match.
You already bet. You already know. Know.
All right, I got my work cut out for me, fam.